Sorry. I still been like kind of in and out of being sick. Also, I want everybody to know that the video that hi everybody the video that I posted this morning of the cockroach doing the doing the obsessed dance. Somebody in the comments said, can we get one of Lori Jones? Hi, Spada. And Fearless5 said, sure, send me a link. So there's a Lori one coming. Oh my God, it's so funny. I was trying so hard not to laugh, y'all. This is day 3. Just so everybody knows what up, Alicia. This is day 3. All right, of us requesting refunds for the people that Kelly stole from. You'd be pleased to know, I appreciate you, Joni, but you don't have to do that. You'd be pleased to know, all right, one person got a refund. So I guess we're heading in the right direction. I don't know. Yeah, So I did that. I know, the roach dances better. Yo, one person got a refund. I wonder how that makes you look, Silver Blondie. Didn't you say everybody was paid back? I don't know. I mean, I'd have a little bit more respect if she actually admitted the fact that she never retained attorney, because she didn't. Anywhoosies, yes. Right? If you if you want, go try it. Apparently it works. However, she did block somebody else from her comments that was also asking for a refund, so I wouldn't hold your breath. Okay? I wouldn't hold your breath. I did, Thunk. I could tell you, if you want to email me, I have an endless, when I tell you, you want to see it? I'll show it to you. When I tell you, I have an endless proof of people from them trying to contact GoFundMe and such, requesting refunds via the payment apps if that's where they sent, okay, and then being denied. They all, except maybe at least W goes and gets to work, if you know what I mean, you know, right? Exactly. I know they did, y'all. I know they did. But apparently Silver Blondie is gonna put a cape on and be Captain Save-A-Ho. That's embarrassing. Imagine being over there complaining about scammers, all right, and then getting on this app. I can't. So Blondie, you know the people that have ever donated for anything that I've ever fundraised for, don't ask for refunds. You know that, right? It's so embarrassing. I can help you recover that if you want to message me privately. That way I don't have to, you know. I'm sorry I got distracted. You know how it goes. Hold on. I love Shelly. Shelly, all right? I'll text her when I'm done. Sorry. I get distracted, y'all. You know how it goes. Hi, Ken. that the bug. Hi, Banky. I hope, yes, he is. Somebody commented in my comments, can we get a Lori Jones one? Y'all, I am not creative like that in any way. Hi. So like, I can write, but I can't do this kind of stuff, right? It dances better than Gabby. I did. I took a little bit of a stroll after work today. But somebody asked for Gabby. I'm sorry. I can't. I saw that. Thank you for doing something. Also, while I'm on that topic, please stop telling people that you have cases. Also, let me just clarify my words that she seems to not understand a bit. When I say, I never said line, all right? I never said line. I never said I know how much to push. No, I just know what I'm legally able to do and what's illegal for me to do, okay? So stop telling people, or leading them to believe, I should say, thank you, Resin, that people are going to get in trouble because they're not. I'd have to break the law in order for me to get in trouble. Common sense? I'm sorry. Like, some of y'all, common sense just isn't so common anymore. I'm really starting to believe that, you know. Hi, Beauty Junkie. Shit, I keep forgetting to go get the white. I'm just gonna order it. I'm gonna write myself a note. Yeah, she didn't know that steak was cow, y'all. Hi, Courtney. What? How? Hi, Mama J. I'm telling you. I missed that. I'm sorry. What? Y'all are crazy. I don't have access to DCF. Y'all, like, what is wrong with y'all? Listen to me. Let me try to. No, I laughed. I saw part of it, and I texted Feisty back, and I said, no. I don't have access to anything that Gabby did not share herself. Does everybody understand now? Everything that falls into my hands, everything that falls into my hands, all right? Everything has been shared by Gabby herself. Everything. There is no big conspiracy with DCF. I promise you there's not. There is nobody illegally accessing anything. The leak is Gabby. It's always been Gabby. Hi, Darby. I hope you're doing all right. How do I feel about Lainey? I don't feel one way or the other. I feel like, listen, when people go over there, okay? When people go over there, they gotta see. Listen, I'm the same fucking way. You could tell me all day, every day, okay, this person does this person does this, and I'm not gonna see it until I see it. And you know why I was thinking about this actually when I was trying to go back. People say the same shit about me, y'all. People lie about me on this bitch all fucking day. So like I could understand both. I did, you know. I listen, that coffee machine is probably my best. It's my favorite thing at this point. What up, Scribbles? People lie about me all day on this app. Thankfully, they never have receipts, and all they do is talk, right? However, it happens. It happens to anybody that's in my position. People talk shit, and like I tend to do the same shit. Now, there's a caveat there. What up, Pippi? Everything that was said and done in that chat, there has to be accountability for it, right? You can't sit in a chat shit-talking us because you believe Gabby's narrative and then come over here and be like, hi. No, you still have to acknowledge that. Because here's the truth of it. She gets on the internet and says that the internet is why he was taken, and that is a flat-out lie. It is a lie. And I know that it was the school. And I might not have said it was the school back then. I'm with you. No new friends. if you go back to my live that I did before I got hit by a car, okay? That big Gabby live that I did with the people, Jules, and there was another mod in the chat under an alt because at the time she was still over there, right? I said it's not the internet because I knew who it was. It was never the internet. It was the school. And I don't know why people think that I have access to DCF files. I don't. Everything that I have that I've seen and can't share, it has all been sent from Gabby. I also would never risk, I would never ask somebody to risk their livelihood for TikTok. I would never do that. I understand that there now, hi Clova, I hope you're doing all right. There are people involved in this, you don't know what their professions are, right? So I might take this person and this person who have good professions within this department, connect them so that they can get something done. But I promise you, nothing is being done illegally. Nobody, hi Suze, I hope you're doing all right. Nobody is accessing any case files. That's not happening. And I get that, but you have to understand, right? And listen, I don't know, so I'm just giving hypothetical, if you will, using past experiences, okay, to apply to this situation. All right. Hi Crystal, hope you're doing all right. What up, Mahalo? All right. Other mods, I can't say you because I didn't see it. So just don't, I'm not being you specific at this point in time. I'm saying other mods have sat in our chat and talked shit about us and said this, that, and the other thing about us. And then when they find out, oh shit, right, I was wrong, right? I was wrong. I just feel like those things need to be answered for. And I'm not saying just you, right? Because I do understand. Hi, Jody. Let me, I want to make sure I say this right. Bear with me a second. I can almost understand. Jules, are you in here? Megs, you in here? I can almost understand people that try to help her. Hi, Chantel. What I don't understand is the people that know what she's doing and go the other way. And they look the other way and point the finger at us. That's what I hate. That's what I can't stand. However, can somebody send this to Jules? I understand at the same time, I want to make sure I'm clear here, that Gabby does this, right? And listen, that's your choice. That's your choice. I asked her for anything Sonic related because right now that's my focus. When I get that done, I'm about to shift into the false reports. Do you know who's doing the copyright reports? That I'd be interested in. You won't be the last. You won't. Hi, I am, Amy. Listen, y'all. The amount of shit that I got, the amount of shit I got in my comments yesterday. I always screen record, right? I always screen record it so that people could see the comments. And yesterday, about midway through, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to hit screen record. So when I download the replay, comments aren't there. CPS case is 100% still open. She's lying. I can't answer that. It's open. And listen, it happens, right? But I feel sorry because I do have like people over there that aren't on TikTok, so I always feel bad. Hi, Kelly girl. But I try. CPS case is 100% open. 100% open. Hi. I do also know that they are still receiving a shit ton of calls. And I don't know what more to say. I try to I don't, y'all, I don't know anything about it. I try to denounce mass reporting as much as I can. However, I do understand that people have to do their jobs. I get that. I'm never going to say, hey, I know you're a mandated reporter and I need you to not report because this person has it. I'm never going to do that. I'm also never going to say, call in exaggerated claims, because those work against what we're trying to do here. And just back what up comes in. If anybody is confused, what I'm trying to do here is make sure that she gets the help that she needs so that she is a better parent. I'm not trying to take him away. That is not my goal. What up, JB? But I will say to you, Lainey, did you read that psych eval? I wonder if you read it. I don't know that she is, y'all. I think it might be rage bait. And I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to tell somebody to betray their oath because I got it. I'm not going to do that. So I do understand at the same time. I wish people would stop doing these crazy, crazy accusations, because those things, okay. So you understand our frustration with the people that hang out over there then, right? Because in that psych eval, it's very specific. People must call her on her delusions. And I know that you posted messages. I don't know what's going on over there. I didn't really go through any of them. And that's unfortunate, but I did hear a clip of her say that she did report. I don't, and here's the thing. I know other people that were, I'm telling you, I know other people that were over there and were mandated reporters were doing the same. They were. I understand that. I know there are a lot of calls coming in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying, but it's moving too fast for me. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't keep up with it, y'all. Today I worked and then I came home, filmed that video, did a bunch of laughing about some other people, and I kept moving. Me too, Michelle. Proof over people. Always. Always. Yeah. And here's the thing. We know how she treated her. I've only been watching a year and I know how she treated her. She doesn't change in between people. I love Casino Girl, y'all. She changes. She doesn't treat one person different than the other. I have. She treats them all the same way because it is only about Gabby. That's it. It is only about Gabby. I'm sorry, I'm trying. People do defend, and listen, I appreciate you, Elizabeth. I understand from the outside in how it appears bullying. I'm not going to say that. Let me back up a second. I understand how people can feel like the overwhelming amount of people that talk about her may be considered bullying, all right? I don't bully her. Hi, Melody. I might tell her about herself, and I hope that someday she fucking listens. Or I correct shit that she put out here that is incorrect, right? I don't. Last time I knew, he's there. Right, and that's the thing too, right? I could tell you right now, I have had this account for almost 5 years, all right? I don't have anywhere near 10,000 people blocked. If you have 10,000 people blocked, all right, on multiple different accounts, this isn't, what up, South Skittles, this isn't the first time she said she's had 10,000 people blocked, and they've had to start muting, blocking, whatever the fuck, okay? That should tell somebody something. You understand? Listen, and don't get me wrong, don't listen, I have had this is like my 61st or 60th TikTok account, and I've never had that many people blocked. I think that that's what a lot of people want. I think that a lot of people just want her to do better, but she can't do better until she don't laugh, Alex. She can't do better until that might be true, until she can acknowledge that she's the issue, you know. And that's sad. I really do feel sorry for people that have like serious personality disorders, because they are almost impossible to treat, so that they could become self-aware enough, and it has to be done with intense therapy, and she's not doing that. She's not. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I agree. Well, the only reason why I still have this account is because it's agency protected. That's it. It would have been gone long. This account has been permanently banned 4 times. I'm not sure. I don't know. What up, Veda? I'm not sure why he's not doing anything, but I strongly suspect that she's got something on him. You know? That's just my opinion, because there is no fucking way. There is no way that I would watch the other parent of my kids grab my kid like that once and just fucking stand there. We'd be fighting. We would be fighting. Also, I-100, I did see a clip of her saying something about Spark, right? Something about Spark. And she said, and it's something like she said that they just allowed her in. What? I think that she could have gone back to Spark the entire time. She just doesn't want to work. Because last week, she was battling to feed her kid, right? I agree. I agree that she'll lie about anything. I agree. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't keep up. But let her work. Do not call them. Please don't call them. Right. I don't think anybody should call them. I think that she should work. I think that she should work. Right. And that's what's crazy to me. I'll never understand that. The other parent that just watches that type of stuff, because it's sad to me. Like, he doesn't feel like either of his parents are going to protect him. And what did he do wrong to do that? Does anybody know? Because the only thing I saw was him interrupting her live stream. What the fuck was that for? Right. It was nothing. It was nothing. Hi, Sugar Boom Boom. It's that's what's crazy to me. And to even think about having a new baby is wild to me. Because this is just my opinion. I believe if she is actively trying to get pregnant, she wants a do-over kid. And I hate to tell you, Gabby, you're the problem. Not him. It will, the child will wind up the exact same way. Because it is you. Right, I agree. Right, and I don't understand it. And like, I think to myself, I'm like, she's what, 33? Like, my 21-year-old daughter was more mature than her at 14. It's sad to me. And I feel like none of us should be over there condoning lying about being a supporter to get close. I don't think anybody should be over there. I don't think anybody should go into the chat. And I'm not just saying that to other people. I can't control my mouth if I go in there, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry. I stay out of there because I know I will pop off. That's why we have streamers. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with these comments and I can't. Did anybody see her say who's doing the copyright strikes. Because what are you going to do? Right, yeah, exactly. And but I understand why I created the field. The field was, that's exactly why they were created. They weren't created to, what's the right word? They were created as a safe space for us and to keep people out of there. That's what they were created for. Because at the time, think of it like a protest. That's why I made those accounts. Because I appreciate you always, Smarter. She had just faked that miscarriage. Remember, they all had gifts off. That was there was 2 requests I had for those Fearless accounts. 1, don't post the kid. If she covers him, move the camera. And 2, gifts off. So I don't know where she gets that it was about money. It wasn't. So I know that she says that, but that's not why I made those accounts. Don't show the kid. Exactly. Those are the only 2 requests that I had. And to be fair, at that time, all right, I had no idea what I was asking of people because she was live 17, 18 hours a day. And once I saw how overwhelming it was, I felt bad. That's a lot to ask of people. And there are still people that stream her. But right now, a lot of them are, if people want to stream, start streaming. I don't have like a monopoly over the streaming. Right? I don't, but I built the accounts and I kept it moving. That was it. I don't run them. I like Cantina too because I crack up in there. Good. If somebody streams, pin them so that people could go and follow. I've been meaning to get a new video up with the new ones. I've just been so busy. But I do. I listen to Cantina a lot because I don't really sit in chats a lot. Like I'll put it on and like go about my day, but I've been listening to Cantina because I crack up in there. Hi Haley, and listen, yeah, you were streaming too for a while, right? If this affects your mental health, yes, currently because she hit him with the copyright, I'm going to say don't watch. Please don't watch it. Because I promise you, Gabby Jacobson is not worth that. Having you guys be triggered and upset and feel some kind of way, she's not worth it. I tell people all the time, take a break. If you feel like you need to, take a break. And that's what I'm saying, Brighter Chucky. I understand that that it's a lot. It is a lot to ask, especially if people have kids, families, jobs. It's a lot. Cantina is on YouTube as well, and I do think Crash Out Cantina 2.0 is another one. Also, there's nothing I could do about the copyright strikes until they get the appeals back. All right? Once they get the appeals back, and they will. I'm telling you now. You cannot copyright strike people that give commentary. Verbal commentary, that means they don't need your permission. Hi. All right? Once they get those appeals back, I'm going to put them, yes, Chantel Lives too, you're right. I am going to put them in a neat little package, making it digestible, and I'm going to report it to both platforms. Because any person, you say that you're a content creator, right? That's what you call yourself, is a mom content creator, a vlogger, if you will. You don't know what fair use is? That's like the first thing that we learn. Fair use, commentary, criticism, education. As long as you are adding commentary, then you can't copyright strike it. Now, what I will say, I will say this. Do y'all remember, hi Squish, do you remember when around the time I made the Fearless accounts, right? I told them, add commentary. And I know that people get upset about it. I know that people get upset. Hi, Betty fucking White. With people that are talking, but they have to. They legitimately have to on TikTok. And if she gets monetized over on YouTube, they'll have to do it there too. It is like essential. So here, there's some confusion there. If she is doing a sub-only live, if that content is behind a paywall, then it's copyright. Yeah, and I understand why people are frustrated because of the talking, but it's necessary. You have to have it. There is nothing we could do about it. I wanted to check her, give me 1 second, y'all. Oop, if I could type. She shouldn't have 298 subs because I know she doesn't have 298 fucking 2098 supporters. That girl's got 4 people, if that actually support her. If you don't want to watch a stream, wait for a replay. There are more than enough options. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So people are subscribing to her. You're pushing her towards monetization. Like, there's no question there. She's still not monetized on YouTube. I'm sorry. Right. Well, hold on. I was talking about YouTube, Brooke, not, anybody that got a copyright that I did not speak to, contact me via email. And I will help you appeal it. Now, I want people to understand, Rainbow Bright does post replays as well. I want people to understand that if you are only reposting her content, you can appeal it, but you probably won't get it back. All right? If you are adding commentary, 100% appeal it because it is not copyright protected. That's hilarious. How long does the appeal process take? So a lot of people don't necessarily understand when you file a copyright claim, that starts a legal process. It's a legal process. So let's say I go file a takedown, all right? The creator that posted it gets the notification, they can appeal it, all right? They appeal it. Then Gabby has 10 to 14 days to prove that she's not taking her to court or fighting for the use of that copyright, and then it'll get lifted if it falls under fair use. It's right. Always add commentary. Hi, Outlaws. I was thinking about you because I haven't seen you lately. If you add commentary, it's the best way to avoid that. Now, what I want people to understand is everything that you write on that appeal, she will see, if you catch my drift. All right, because there are very much, sorry Llama, there are very much creators that will file false takedown requests just to get your information. Do with that as you may. If you catch my drift, you catch my drift. Right? Yeah, Cantina was commentary. Wendy, commentary. Crazy Bee, commentary. You are striking people. Chaos too. You fucking copyright. You filed a copyright takedown request on a FOIA. On body cam footage. The body cam footage wasn't edited, by the way. Yeah, you can't do that. That's like a, listen to me. Facts, Brooke. Anybody can file a FOIA on publicly available documents and get that information legally. They could post it. Oh, she hit homie too? I didn't talk to him again after the other night. Bull. And you could fuck around if you want to. Alright? But, hi Shimano, but if you go read both YouTube and TikTok terms of service, you're gonna see it's against terms of service to abuse the copyright system. That is a bannable offense. They can terminate you for that. That's, girl, you could fuck around if you want to, but it ain't like that. Red, also, that's why I want the reports once the appeals come back. I'm gonna take care of it. Oh fuck, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Hold on, I'm sorry. What was that I was just gonna say? Also, this is, just another little tidbit of information. You cannot monetize if you have community guideline violations. Catch me? Catch my drifts? Know what I'm saying? Because brigading is also, hi nosy one, brigading is also a bannable offense. So I'm gonna teeter lightly, okay? You cannot monetize if you have active community guideline strikes. Alright? Do with that information as you may. That's also something else, and I know a couple of people did email me. I just didn't get them yet. I got the emails. I haven't gone through them because I'm not ready for that yet. But I am 100% going to. This is, I don't know if I explained it yesterday. Hi, Botched. This is what I'm going to explain to you. I saw that. I'm going to take all of the reports that were actually reports and should have been honored, not come back, no violation, and I'm going to take care of them. That's why I asked for them. I will go and track those clips down and prove that they were violations and send it right in where I need to. You understand? That's why I asked for them. But I need a decent amount, right? That's what I want. As long as it's got the date, sorry. As long as it's got the date and the time of the report and I could go find that clip to show what it says, I'm going to take care of it. Because that live that she did the other night with the pregnancy, that was, she should have gone down for that. The amount, hi Jerry, the amount of medical misinformation, I was stunned. And I truly hope that nobody listens. I know that there are women that may feel, I'm sorry. I know that there are women that may feel so like they would do anything to be able to get pregnant, right? I understand that, y'all. And I understand that you might be so desperate to think that what she's saying is going to work. It's not. Please do not listen to her. Please. All right? See a medical doctor. I know. That's what I'm gonna, yeah. If you have screenshots of the reports, just email them to me. Yeah, listen. While we watched her dip the UA stick in a cup. And then, like, drink from said cup. Hi, Duchess. Right, I can't, y'all. It really, and my heart hurts for women that it really hurts me for them. And I just hope nobody listens to her. Don't be so desperate. Hi, Cupcake. Don't be so desperate that you do that. All right, because I promise you, she's just rage baiting. And it's unfortunate in her house, I think. It is really unfortunate that nobody fucking does anything about her. Don't tell me that. I'm finally just getting comfortable. Because I feel really bad. That and like the special needs moms, like it really does something to me. I don't know why. But like the special needs moms, that really bothers me, because I know that I have people that she's never been a vet tech. I know that there are people, women that would legitimately do anything to have their child say I love you one time. All right? Just one time. And that stuff fucking infuriates me. Because she wants something to be wrong with him when the only thing wrong with him is her. No. I don't know what happened, because I do know that CPS didn't want her to continue using telehealth visits. Like, that was the thing, like, after the safety plan was instituted, they didn't want her seeing telehealth doctors. I assume because of this stuff going on, because somebody is unethical and prescribing her, if she's being prescribed really problematic medications that if you have cysts are gonna grow this. I don't understand it. Okay, I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I think it's really sick. If there is a doctor that is prescribing her medication, okay, fertility medication specifically, while she has cysts, and why would you prescribe that medication if she had fucking 3 miscarriages in the year? There's something off there. I can't answer that question. Because I don't know. Because I would imagine that those medications, like the pharmacy would flag it. No? So I don't know. I don't know. But she doesn't have the intelligence to, right, that's what it could be. It could be. But I don't understand, if there's a doctor doing that, it's dangerous. It really is dangerous. And I don't understand how you could, why would you be doing like infertility if you've been pregnant 3 times in a year? That's not infertility. It doesn't make any sense to me. But here we are, you know, and she's not smart enough to know the, like when she talks, she disproves her own shit. She does it. And that's true too. Also, I'm going to touch on the PTSD thing, because that's another thing that really upsets me. When you have PTSD or PTSD, it is tied to an event, okay? I hope that you understand what I'm saying. I hope. It is tied to an event. Whatever that event, circumstance, situation may be. All right? Hi, Cantina's wifey. Now, if you have PTSD from the internet, all right, a knock at the door will not trigger your PTSD. Whatever the fuck she claims, fireworks would not trigger your PTSD. All right? None of that stuff would trigger your PTSD. The internet would. Do with that as you may. Thumbs up. Right, exactly. PTSD is not like, it's like she Googled the what's it called, and she didn't have enough sense to understand it, right? It's tied to a situation, an event. Unless fireworks, right? Like, were you in a war we don't know about? You know? And Ruby, listen to me. I don't either. Tiff's timing painting. Me neither. Gabby would be the first person I've ever seen. The first person, what up, Lumpy? The first person I've ever seen. I want y'all to understand this. All right, out of the, I don't know, hundreds of women I sponsored in recovery, what I do in my real job, the trauma victims that I associate with and deal with regarding like advocacy stuff, Gabby would be the first I have ever seen to intentionally trigger herself. The first. Now, also, in this psych eval over here, psych eval, that Gabby sent out to people, and it wound up in my hands, not in a DCF file, all right? In the psych eval, it says, she says that she has PTSD, but there are no indications of such in the psych eval. Hi, April. It says it. A psychiatrist said that. Hi, Allie. Thank you, Venus. Oh, but look at that. So pretty. All right. It doesn't happen that way. And anybody over there, let's just see how this works. Right. Nobody kissed my hand. Nobody. All right. So let's see. How many people in here? Let me see how I can do this so that the thing tells me about the number. How many people in here have some type of diagnosis, PTSD or CPTSD, and have intentionally triggered themselves? Well, let me go back. Hi, Riz. Have you purposely avoided every single situation that you had the potential to be triggered in? Never. You avoid them. Right. You avoid them. She's the first person I would ever have seen. Okay? Let that sink in. You avoid it. You avoid them. Everybody that is and this is another thing that, like, she hasn't had a bad life, y'all. She just hasn't had like a terrible life. There are people that their entire life has been trauma. Also, Lainey, I don't know if you're still here, but if you have the psych eval, or how about the testing that she did with DCF, how come in there she says that she was never physically, emotionally, sexually abused by a family member and a non-family member? And to both questions, she answered no. It also says in that psych eval that she does not have any history of SI, ideation, no attempts. So why is that? April, period. And I feel like it's so much better on the other side, but she uses it as like a grift almost. Sympathy. But weren't you saying that you were essayed, period, Carrie? And then you said that you got bullied in the 4th grade and you tried to, didn't you say that? Why didn't you tell the psychiatrist that? It's crazy to me because real people that have experienced real trauma, we don't do that. We don't like inflate, exaggerate. It's not in the book either, you're right. We don't do that because we don't want that. We want to go the other way. Like, if she defies everything that I know about all of that, any type of trauma-informed work that I've done, she defies everything I have ever learned. And it's crazy. Isn't it wild though? I hope that I'm saying like the right word. Yes, Jenny Jen, it is 100%. The Medicaid fraud is going to be a problem. Right, she is a walking, talking miracle. Right, I've been on these apps for 5 years, and I think one time I discussed my essay. Once. It's so strange to me. Ellie, I agree, because of the like people that manipulate, right? She has like mind control over some of those people. Not many of them, but they believe her version of it. And they want to tell me I'm a cult leader. I think the cult is over there. Right. It's just very strange to me that she does everything the opposite. She should. You're right. You're right. I do think that there are people over there that are afraid, and I agree. I do think that she makes a mockery of trauma, infertility, special needs moms. I think she does it across the board. I do. As somebody that is afraid to go outside, I think that somebody that is afraid to go outside is not going to do Spark. I agree, Crafty. It also says that in the psych eval. It says in the psych eval that she may not be, what's the word? Like that her twist of reality is dangerous because she doesn't know where the line is. You understand? And I agree. That's scary. I think that it's scary that like there's a child involved. I think that she needs really long-term care, not fucking 30 days. I think it's long-term or nothing. I'm sorry, I'm trying. Right, it doesn't, right. Yeah, Nanya. And I think that's scary. I do. I mean, conservatorship, maybe. Somebody, I don't know. It's so weird. Hi, Chanel. It's so weird to me with those people over there, like, that they, what they praise, you know? Like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. For what? Because you drove and like delivered some things? That's a normal adult thing. I don't know if you know that, but it is a normal adult thing to get a job. Also, I know that there's some Jules, are you here? Right, like, yeah, that should be her thing. You know, it's wild to me. Like, she wants a clap on for everything that she does that is fucking normal for an actual adult. You know? I agree. I agree with that. Right. It just blows my mind. And that's the kind of people I'm talking about, though. Those are the people that I'm talking about. The people that don't really feel that way, they're definitely sitting over here and then they're stroking her ego in the chat. Those are the people that I was talking about in the beginning. Because y'all are doing her a great disservice. So, like, what are your motives? What are your motives? If you're going to sit in her chat and say, you're beautiful, they're crazy, we get it, don't tell her that book is good. The fuck is wrong with y'all? That book is awful. It's terrible that people do that. And I understand trolls, like, I get that. However, I'm choosing to believe that most of us over here don't move with bad intentions. And that is bad intentions. I'm telling you. Not today. Oh, I did see. Who posted that bingo? Does anybody know? I don't know if I shared that, but that's something you could do in the streaming lives. Getting stuff on who? What do you mean? You're right, Mama G. You're right. I'm not talking about the people that go over there, give her a chance, realize she doesn't want real help and move. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the ones that are over here, right? And they're going over there to stroke her ego just to get some information. Or, you know, I don't understand that. Because that is harm. You're doing harm. Yeah, you're not. Listen, I don't think that there's any lengths she won't go to, y'all. At all. Also, Gabby, I'm going to reiterate, all right? I will give you the money to take that fucking bearded to the vet. Get it done. And does anybody know what happened to the bearded from 2013? Anybody in here know that? Because how many bearded dragons have there been? And like, no, I'm not talking about Rex. I'm not talking about Rex. I know, well, hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm talking about, that's just when it was posted on Facebook. There was one before Rex. Where's that one? I know that I'm not talking about Rex. I'm not talking about Sonic. I'm talking about a random dragon. Where'd that one go? Somebody sent me a screenshot the other day. I think I just put it in Dropbox, actually. I could read it to you. And maybe that could help. But I need that. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. My sister just got a bearded dragon, but my mom is flipping out because she does not want a 25-inch bearded dragon in the house. What do you guys think? Should we keep him or take him back? Where's this dragon? This isn't Rex. So, like, how many dragons have there been? I agree that she should surrender Sonic. I agree. I'm not disagreeing. It might have been Danny's. Somebody in the chat now? I can't keep up, y'all. I'm trying. And I know that she was never a vet tech. That's a lie. Do y'all remember the video with, right, that's what I want to know. That's why I'm asking, dipshits. Somebody needs to ask her. If anybody in here talks to Danny and knows where that bearded dragon is, I want to know what happened to it. Please let me know. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry. I get distracted. I really think that she should surrender. I don't want people to get what I'm saying confused, but I really think she should have been. She should give it to somebody that can take care of it. She was never a vet tech. Also, the gymnastics job, I was told about that. And it's, what up, Jonas? I hope you're doing all right. Happy New Year. I was told that, like, she was posting, the parents had the problem with you, Gabby. That's why you lost that job. The gymnastics coach, yes. She blames that on TikTok. It wasn't TikTok. It was the parents of the kids that you were teaching. It wasn't TikTok. Thank you, sunshine. My first choice is give me the bearded dragon. I will get it to a loving home, and I won't make content of it. You can ask Lori Jones. She fucking hates me, and she'll tell you, hi, I'm Mess, that I got that dog a good home. Never made the first video about the care of it. Never told anybody where it went. Never did any of that because the priority was the animal. Okay? I can get somebody to take care of it. I believe that she should surrender it because she does not have the means to take care of it. And because of her neglect as far as the enclosure, the lights, the diet, it is causing these complications for the bearded dragon. You can't afford them. I can take care of it. Now, because I don't see her fucking doing something like that, if I have to get the animal to a vet, I will get the animal to a vet. I'm not giving her money. I'm not doing that. She can't afford to feed her kid. Somebody said she was asking for $5 this morning. But I'm here to tell you, Gabby, I'm talking to you. Bear with me, y'all. If you don't get that animal to a vet, His mouth rot is being watched by people in much powerful places, and you will be charged with neglect. It is being monitored by agencies closer, and they know it's a valid report. It is painful, and it is 100% due to your neglect. The enclosure is too small, he does not have the right lighting, and you are feeding it the wrong diet. He needs to go to the vet. You can choose not to take him to the vet, okay? But you will be charged for it because they know. They have pictures of the progression of his mouth, and as long as you choose not to take care of it, they will charge you. We good? From what I understand, I'm not, y'all, I said it before and I will say it again, I am not a reptile fan. Like, it's never been my thing. But I had to do some research before I got it, like, figured out. Also, I know there's some confusion. My report went to the sheriff because that's who investigates animal neglect. That's why I sent it there. I don't think she should have any animals, honestly. I don't. She doesn't take the dog to the vet. Unfortunately, and I don't agree with it, but food, shelter, water, that's it. That's legitimately, they don't care. And not that I agree with it, because I promise you, I don't. I think that that's the bare minimum. And if you're only going to do the bare minimum, then you shouldn't own an animal. Just my opinion. From what I understand about bearded dragons, they need like a peaceful environment. And that is anything but a fucking peaceful environment. You and Aaron are always fucking yelling at each other. You're yoking up your kid. He's always screaming. It's not a good environment for him. And to be bathed right. I don't, Cheeks. I'm sorry. I don't really keep up with the Danny stuff, y'all. The television is on 100. You're right. Like, that's not good for them. And stress, okay? Stress. Improper lighting, improper diet. Guess what that does? It lowers its immune system and then it winds up with fucking mouth rot. Aren't you a vet tech? Wouldn't you know this information? It's terrible. I know, y'all, and all I could say is that people know. They know. The sleeping and the quiet all of a sudden, people know. She a vet tech. I know, it's so sad, y'all. It really, like, animals are really, it really makes me feel some. So Andrew's mom, I didn't know about that either until when I started getting, what up, Amber? I hope you're doing all right. When I started getting into it, if you leave the crickets in the cage, they can bite him. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry, y'all. I appreciate you. That's a thing. And I didn't know anything about that stuff. But that's a thing. If you leave, if you leave them in there, right, they could bite. And one of the photos, there are maggots in his cage. I would imagine, like my guinea pigs, okay? I had to clean that shit every fucking day. If I didn't, well, to be fair, like I had 5 of them, all right? But I had to clean that every day or else it would be gross. How long are you leaving his cage like that? That blows my mind. That's appropriate to you? I appreciate you, Nana. Right, you have to. So like, hi Roger. Sorry, I haven't been able to keep up, so I'm glad it's slowing down. I don't understand it. It's a prop. That's all it is. It's a fucking prop. She doesn't want to be a good mother. She doesn't want to be a good pet owner. She doesn't want to be a good girlfriend, wife, fiance. She just wants the props. She wants the pat on her back for doing shit that we do in our everyday fucking life and have been doing for 25 years. That's it. It's wild to me, like the basic shit that she's like, I'm so proud of myself. Do yourself a favor and get some fucking help for yourself. Then you have a reason to be proud of yourself. Yeah, it makes me sad. It really makes me sad. And I don't even like bearded dragons. I don't like, I know. Hi, Pussifer. You can. If there are quite a couple, hi Miss Chris, there are quite a couple, right, Andrea, what the fuck? Like, me too, T, I'm not a fan. There are things that, like, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't understand it. Me either, Sally. Like, my sister had a whole bedroom with like 5 of them. And one time they got out and I was freaking out. It might have been a bearded dragon, actually. And I was freaking out. I don't know why. I love all animals. I've never been, snakes, reptiles, not my thing. They are all props. There are many videos out there, y'all, that you could see the way she looks at him. If you could look at the look in her eyes when she has to deal with that boy and think that that's appropriate, it's right. I don't know that I've ever seen a mother look at that child like that, ever. Like, I'm trying to think as I'm sitting here, and like, I've never seen anything like it. It's sad. It's so sad to me. And she blames DCF on his behavior. 4-year-olds don't just learn that stuff, Gabby. You were so proud of that parenting class, and you have enough sense to say, monkey see, monkey do. Everything he does because you taught him. Do you understand that? 4-year-olds don't do stuff like that. They don't. That's something that they saw and modeled. And I don't know. Can't say how. All right. But that's a learned thing. I don't know, Pam. And that's, you can't blame that on the internet. You can't blame it on the internet that he was going to school in an unchanged pull-up. You can't blame it on the internet. That's you. Too fucking busy waking up and hitting the goddamn live stream instead of getting him ready for school, making him an appropriate breakfast. That is all you. Nobody else. Nobody else. People from TikTok aren't breaking into your house and making sure, holding you hostage to make sure that his pull-up isn't changed by the time he goes to school. Nobody's doing that. I don't know, but I know that there was one in the garage not long ago. Thank you, Brooke. It's sad. It really is sad to me. Because if one of my kids, all right, if one of my kids would have done that at 4 in my home, I'd be going to get a fucking exam done. That's not normal. That's not normal. It comes from somewhere. Children at that age model. He says TikTok. And she thinks it's fucking cute. TikTok. Thank you, Patriot Mama. I don't know what, like, the DCF case is 100% open, y'all. 100% open. Right, I know he does, but I'm just saying, like, TikTok. Might listen to me, Penelope. Both of my kids at that age loved to read. They loved to read. And it was, you have to incorporate that into their routine. There's no routine there. The only routine is go to bed so I can get on a fucking live stream. Mine too. Both of my kids were really good. Now, when they got a little older, they went this way, but my daughter is still, she reads everything. She reads everything. But like stuff that she wanted for Christmas books, she reads everything. It's they're gonna do what they're, yes. I don't know if that's still a thing because I don't watch as much as I did then. But I know it was a thing, and I know that you told, you told people that CPS told you to do that so that he couldn't lock you out of the room. Remember? I appreciate you, Court. You told people that CPS told you to lock the door on the outside of the room so that if it was an emergency, you could get in that door. Thank you, Paula. CPS would never tell you to lock a kid in a door. Never. And you're so worried about strangers, but you got that kid's room and the blinds looking like that? Sure is. It's a fire hazard. She doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't care, y'all. Thank you, Big Mama. The only thing that she cares about is TikTok and shoving it to the booties. That's it. Does CPS know that his blinds look like that? Yep. But if you are so, because listen to me, if I was Yabby, right, and just hear me out. Hear me out, all right? If I were Gabby and I had no blinds on my bedroom window, I would put it in my fucking kid's window before mine. I would make sure that that window was covered before anything else. That's what I don't understand. Hi, Give a Tuck. I'm sorry, they just picked up a lot. This is what I don't understand about these. Put a fucking towel over it. Do something. Something. Go to fucking Dollar General and buy a curtain for $5. Like, come on. And in the front of the house. Wild to me. It makes me so, right, like anything. I've never seen anything like these people on it. Like, I never knew mothers like this to exist. Like, yeah, I would hear, like, people having CPS called on them for, like, rugs, and I have never seen mothers do the things that these people do. It blows my mind. Right. The movies has to come first. And then she'll sit and blame him, right? You'll blame him for having to leave the movie theater when it's your fucking fault that you didn't teach him how to behave in public. Or it's your fault because you don't take him out in public enough for him to understand what is appropriate behavior and what is not. That is your fault. The only thing that fucking kid knows is to sit in the house, while you're on live streams. That's it. That's scary. Yes, they know. That's terrible. Because at that age, kids need, especially a hyperactive kid. My son was like super active, hyper when he was younger, right? I did that shit. Go run it out in the park so that when we get home and it's time to go to bed, you could take a shower and go to bed. You do things backwards. What is wrong with you? Structure. Kids actually crave that, though. No. And it's weird to me. Hi, Panda. Sorry, I'm trying, y'all. It's mind-blowing to me that you could take him to Disney for 3 days, make that trip all about you, but you can't take him to the movies? Weird. I can't tell you what the movies cost these days, y'all, because Shelly, I saw your video right before I came live. I don't know who was here. And I was like, oh, is Shelly all right? I got to text her when I end. Literally, like, as I was live. I love you. I hope you're doing all right. Right? And here's the thing. If he got out, he might be better. And it will. Melatonin. Right. Right, Kelly? But we're jealous. One thing. I just want one thing. One thing. What in the fuck are we jealous of? Just one. Can anybody... I mean, it's possible. I don't think it was theirs. just one. Just one thing. Right. We're jealous that you have a man that bought you a $99 engagement ring that needs an extender, can't make you owe. You drive for Spark. You need $5. You can't control your kid. You have 90 CPS cases, no high school diploma. What the fuck are we jealous of, ma'am? I'm telling you, Missy. What is it? I just want to know. Just if somebody could give me one. I'm jealous that if you even try to get a job, one Google search, done. I just want to know. I want somebody to give me one fucking thing. Right, that's what she thinks, and it's crazy to me. Hi, Hope. I hope you're doing all right. Like, what? What? Right, oh, she did say that, didn't she, Fanta? So, like, right, y'all. Right, like, I'm so jealous my children are both fucking successful in life and don't have to, thankfully, get on the internet and act like you because they were fucking raised right. Like, my kids are 20 and 21 and have more accomplishments in life than you do. Is that what I'm jealous of? The fuck? It's certainly not the cooking, ma'am. Am I jealous that you can eat a tray of chocolate lasagna? Is that what I'm jealous of? I promise you, there is fucking nothing that most of us over here even dream about having regarding you. I don't understand. It's the yeah, right. It's the bubbly person. The dirt manicure. Not the dirt manicure. Free. Listen to me, Ellie. You couldn't pay me to live her life for fucking 6 nanoseconds, bitch. Ain't no fucking way. I can't. Not even. There is nothing. Right? What? Like what? I know. I'm jealous. We need like a countdown. Hi, US Omega. I hope you're doing all right. We need, right, Melissa. We need like a tally of how many days she wears the same shirt. Girl. Oh Oh my goodness, it is so embarrassing. It's same, lumpy, same, okay, same. Not the writing skills, no. Some of y'all are bad. Oh my goodness, I can't. Right, like what? I can't. Hi, sunshine. Oh my god, it has to be like, it would probably like stand up and walk away from her if it could. I can't. Yeah, I know. I saw her video this morning. But like, what did you do to these kids, Mimi, that she thinks that people are jealous? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I will never understand why people stop Banta. Why people no. But I do agree with Feisty. If he can't do it and it's never happened, it's a her problem. I can't. Not the curb couch with the, oh my god, did you see how filthy that thing was? Did y'all see that? Right, but I don't think that's an excuse because I was really spoiled. But like, I wasn't like delusional. I don't know how to explain it. But like, I was spoiled. I don't act like that. But like, I do agree with Feisty. Hi, crazy. I do agree with Feisty. I'm telling you. I do agree with Feisty when she says that, fuck, I lost it. I'm sorry. Welcome to the new brain. I forgot what I was saying. Right, but like, why? I'll never, right, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've always been spoiled. I've always gotten what I want. I don't act like that. That's delusion. That's not right. But here, this is the situation. Like, Mimi can do it. Like, Baker act her. She's broken. But y'all think that it's all right? Like, what? Yeah, I'm sorry. It is the way things are now. I get frustrated too, trust me. I don't. That could happen. Police can do it. They can. Police could do it. They're probably going to get done with her shit and do it. That could happen. Law enforcement in Florida could be correct. Right, and like police in Florida, law enforcement can Baker Act. They can. Listen. Yeah. Law enforcement in Florida can Baker Act her. So keep fucking around if you want. If they would have Aaron too, because they told him in that FOIA footage, okay, they told him, we're getting real tired of it. That's what they said. They said, she needs to get her shit together because we're getting tired of it. Yeah. Berger, there are ways to convert that into a longer, like you have to go to the court and petition for it, but it's possible. It's possible. Right. It's right. I'm telling you, listen, I've spoken to those people down there. They're fucking tired of it. They are tired of it. And to them, I tried that. No, find out it's not a thing in Florida. I tried that already. In New York, it could be, you could get her as a public nuisance. Florida doesn't have laws like that. I asked. I tried that. I tried that. Also, does anybody in here think that I'm from Jersey? Why does Lori Jones think that I'm from Jersey? I'm about to end Crazy Chrissy. It is the East Coast somewhere, but it's not Jersey. People from Jersey don't talk like me. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe some of them in northern Jersey, maybe like Bayonne area, they might talk like me. That's true. Right, but like, she said with her whole chest that she's surprised that, period, that she's surprised that I didn't get yoked up in Jersey. But you asked somebody about me, right? And they didn't give you the answer to that? Yeah, she said something like that. I was like, what the fuck is this weird bitch talking about? Yeah, I'm from Staten Island. Right. Stop. Yes, I'm from Staten Island. Yeah, it's Staten Island. But like, she said something like she doesn't know why people in Jersey didn't. I'm so vile. Demoted. Did y'all hear her daughter trying to... Did y'all hear her daughter trying to teach her how to say deodorant? I can't. Yeah, she said something like that, and I was like, she doesn't get it. But apparently, she also asked somebody about... She asked somebody about me and Joe. She asked Joe about me, and he said that I left school because I started a bunch of trouble. I don't think that she understands that I never attended a school in Jersey. Ever. And I promise you, anybody that I know in New York is not associating with anybody that would be targeting. Hi, Cal. They wouldn't be tied to you. You'd have to go above like 6 levels to get to the people that know me in New York. Like, they ain't fucking with you. Crazy shit, y'all. But yeah, she said I'm so vile. Christy Brewer also said that she spoke to my state's attorney. I guess, girl, you're gonna be really upset to learn that I would have to do something illegal. You understand that? Even if I don't know, TikTok gifts, ma'am, I give them back. I don't keep them, okay? But you said TikTok gifts, like with your whole chest, saying, what did she say? I watched like 10 seconds and I stopped. My mom went to Mickey. I was like, girl, what is this girl talking about? What are you talking about? TikTok gifts? Let me tell you something. Number one, TikTok gifts is not against the law. I don't know if you know that, all right? But like, we're not doing anything illegal by accepting TikTok gifts, all right? I just want you to also understand, all right? Everything, I know people having a hard time with that. Everything on this platform that comes in goes out. I know, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, Jay. I legitimately watched, I don't even think I watched 30 seconds. Hi, Jake. I don't even think I watched 30 seconds of it. And here, wait, here we go. I'll just do this for you. You want to hear my reaction to 30 seconds of her video?
He's gonna be really upset to find out that all of my gifts, I don't keep a fucking penny on TikTok. Not a penny. I keep my YouTube money, but I don't keep my TikTok money.
You're gonna be really upset.
Not a single penny. All the gifts either get given back or donated to people in the community. They don't know what they're talking about. She's a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot. So you could say wasting their time, I guess. Ooh, issues. I was dying laughing. They don't understand that listen to me. You're never going to make somebody get in trouble if they don't do anything against the law. You understand that? It's never gonna happen. Sorry. No, I didn't. Oh, wait. I don't know which one you're talking about. It's crazy. Hi, D-Mac. I'm about to end. Anywho, I'm glad that y'all came and laughed with me today. We had a good time. I won't see you. I love... Yes. No, Lumpy. No. My merch payouts. Not my gifts. Merch payouts. But I do gift him. And, like, if you ever see me in a live, you know I throw big gifts. So, like, you can't figure it out? You can't figure it out? I threw somebody the lion the other day. Anywhoosies, no, listen, my DMs are bad, but I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna do them this weekend. I'm hoping to get them all through. Yes, it's my merch payouts. Not the gifts. I love that. I like casino. Happy birthday, Beauty Junkie. I hope you have a great birthday weekend. Don't be a piece of shit today. Kelly, I understand that you paid somebody back. Could we get the rest of the people paid back? I don't know. You know, it's a step in the right direction. All you gotta do, and one of the things I love to do is make Gabby lose battles. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. It is one of my favorite things to do. But anywho, I got distracted. Okay, no. It's good that you paid one person back. Okay, could we get like a thing where you pay everybody back? Could we do that? Also, stop lying to people so that they make videos defending you. That's embarrassing. 3 screenshots. It took me 3 screenshots to fucking embarrass them. You know? Yeah, I love to. It's one of my favorite things. Also, Christy Brewer, I'm sorry that you're wasting your time calling my state's attorney. You're never gonna find anything wrong over here. Good luck, I guess. Maybe try to spend your time doing some more productive things. Other than that, I appreciate all of y'all. Taps, gifts. I love y'all, and I hope Jeff, he's working on a Lori video. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Okay. I will go and watch Raggedy's video. I hope you have a good weekend, and happy birthday, Beauty Junkie. Yes, proof over people, always. That's a good motto. Don't believe people. People can lie. Follow the proof. Follow the proof.